Okay guys, this is a video where I show you the answers to the homework, Simplifying Rational Equations Part 1. When I simplify rational expressions, I want to factor the top and the bottom first. So 18 factors, I could say, into 3 and 6. 6 factors into 3 and 2. 18 can be shown as a product of 3 times 3 times 2. And then we've got 18 times v squared, so that's v squared is just v times v. Okay, so I factor the top. We've got 36. 36 can be shown as, let's see, 2 and 18. And 18 we already know is 3 and 6. 6 is 3 and 2. So 36 is 2 2's and 2 3's all multiplied together. 3 times 3 times 2 times 2 times v times v times v. 3 v's multiplied together this time from the v cubed. Now, second step, cancel out any matching factors. So these 3's cancel, these 3's cancel, these 2's cancel, those v's cancel, those v's cancel, and all I have left is a 2 and a v on the bottom. Now, very important point, when there's nothing left on the top because you canceled it all, put a 1 there. Same for the bottom. Okay? Whenever you cancel everything out, you have a 1 left still. So the answer is 1 over 2v. I'm going to do a similar process over here. I'm going to factor the top and the bottom. We have monomials again. And this time, I'm just going to kind of do it in my head, because I know 35 is 7 times 5. Okay, 7 times 5 is 35 times n. There's one n on top. 30 is 6 times 5, which can be written as 2 times 3 times 5. Okay, multiply that all together if you don't believe me. Times n. Cancel out matching factors. Okay, so there's a matching 5 and a matching n. What do I have left? Negative 7 over, that's 2 times 3 is 6. Negative 7/6. I realize you can't see that. My apologies. Let me zoom out a little bit. That way we can see the whole page. Okay, there we go. Okay, here's one more problem where we have a monomial over monomial. Okay, so I'm going to factor this up. 60. I might have to do this one on paper. 60. 2 and 30. 30 is 2 and 15. 15 is 3 and 5. Okay, so 60 is 2 times 2 times 3 times 5 times x times x times x times x. 4 x's multiplied together from the x to the 4th power. 54. Oh my goodness, 54 is 2 and 20, what, 27? 27 is 3 and 9 is 3 and 3. So 54 is 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. 2 times 3 times 3 times 3 is 54. X squared is x times x. Okay. Cancel my 2's, cancel my 3's, cancel 2 pairs of x's. What do I have left? I've got a 2 on top with a 5 and 2 x's multiplied together is 10x squared. And on the bottom I've got just 2 3's and no x's, and so 2 3, that's just 9. Okay. So there's my answer there. Okay. Now we're moving on to a slightly different sort of problem. The steps are still the same. We're going to factor the top and the bottom, but if you notice, the bottom is a little bit different because it's a binomial now. So we've got to use different factoring techniques. I'm going to use GCF. I'm going to see if GCF works. Okay, so let's first let's do the GCF. So I'm not breaking up the top yet. You can take the GCF out. Now there's a 56 in both sides, right? So I'm going to take that 56 to the outside, and if I divide 56 out of both terms, I've got v plus 1 left. Okay, so here's my greatest common factor. Okay, so now Now I'm going to try to break up my factors. So 80 breaks up to 2, and 40, which breaks up to 2, and 20, which breaks up to 2, and 10, which breaks up to 2, and 5. So 80 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. Okay. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. 56. We done 56 before? No, we haven't done 56 yet. 56 is 2 times, what would that be, 28? 28. 28 is 2 times 14. 14 is 2 times 7. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 7. 2 times 2 times 2 times 7 times. We still have the v plus 1. V plus 1. Okay. Now what cancels here? Now that we've gotten written as factors, things multiplied together, cancel out these 2's. And that's about it, I think. So 2 times 5 on top, that's 10. On the bottom, we've got 7 times v plus 1. If I wanted to, I could multiply that 7 into the v plus 1, distribute it, or I could leave it like that. Doesn't matter to me. Either way, it's a simplified version of what I started with. So here's my answer. One more problem to go. Here we've got a binomial on top, so we should factor that first. We should factor the binomial on top. What comes out of 28 and 32? I'm going to say 4 does. And can I take out a variable? Yes, there's a v in both sides, in both terms. So I'll take out a 4v. 28 divided by 4v is, what, 7v? And 32v divided by 4v is 8. If I multiply the 4v back into the parentheses, I'm going to get what I started with. 24, v squared is still on the bottom. And now if I want to, I can break up some of my factors here. So 4 can be written as 2 times v times, there's still times a 7v plus 8. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 factors here on top. And on the bottom, 24 can be written as 2 times 12, which is 2 times 6, which is 3 times 2. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times v times v times v. Okay, what can cancel here? So I've got 2 times 2, 2 times 2. I've got v's that cancel, and that appears to be everything. So on the top, all that I have left is that 7v plus 8 term, 7v plus 8. And on the bottom, I've got 2 times 3 times v times v. 2 times 3 is 6, v times v is v squared, and here is my answer.